From Kansas City, Missouri, weighing 249 pounds, Butch Reed. And from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing 473 pounds, Crusher Blackwell. Referee Lee Warren.
What a battle. The entire wrestling world has to be looking at this one. Butch Reed against Crusher Blackwell. And, of course, the added psychological implication of whoever could come out on top here, leading into that unusual and tremendous tag team affair, best of 3 falls, when Blackwell joins the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair, to go against none other than Reed and the one and only Dick the Bruiser. Think of that. Reed and the Bruiser against Flair and Blackwell. 2 of 3 falls. Perhaps a bit of a surprise that Blackwell joining forces with Flair. Champion that you deserve a crack at the title, and to help him eliminate the leading contender, Bruiser. And you know what has happened between the Bruiser and Flair. Think back to last summer. Think back to what happened when the Bruiser got a hold of the world champion's beautiful robe. You know the bad blood there. A clean break by Reed. Reed and Blackwell are really leaning into each other, muscling up. Referee Lee Warren will have his hands full with this one. Tension running high. Blackwell and Reed. Blackwell over 470 pounds. Is Reed one who can maybe lift and slam Blackwell? Certainly when you look at Reed's potential, at his physique, at his power, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Wrist locked by Crusher Blackwell. Blackwell leaning into Reed. Trying to muscle up, trying to straighten up. Can he get that arm straight? Can he take the wrist lock away from Blackwell? The crowd begins to scream. Blackwell straining to keep his balance. Reed leaning into it. Blackwell straining to stay up. Against Reed, they stagger back and end up in the ropes. Reed appeared to have the edge, but he couldn't throw Blackwell off his feet, and the referee once more has to ask for a break. And Crusher Blackwell looks a bit angry. Blackwell scowling at Reed. He knows that he's against an opponent with very unusual power. The crowd begins chanting, Butch, 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 Bruce, 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 for Bruce Butch Reed. Reed tries to lift Blackwell, hands him in the air, and Blackwell grabs the ropes. Blackwell grabs the ropes. Reed has Blackwell up. Oh, and that just incenses Blackwell even more. He kicks the ropes. When Blackwell has Flair as a partner and Reed has the Bruiser as a partner. If Reed gets a hold of Flair, if the Bruiser gets a hold of that man, Crusher Blackwell. Reed cautiously moving in on Blackwell. Blackwell, very patient, very methodical man inside that ring. He goes behind Reed. Reed trying to pull the hands apart. Look at the muscles. Look at those biceps. Look at the shoulders on that man, Bruce Reed. Oh, what a body. What a physique. And the hands are pulled apart by Butch Reed. Reed pulling the hands of Blackwell apart. Reed turns around and Blackwell retreats. He is angry. Reed letting Blackwell take a look at that unnerves Blackwell even more. Crusher Blackwell. Well, if he wanted to find out something about Reed before that big tag team fracas, he's finding it out the hard way. Side headlock by Blackwell on Reed. Blackwell squeezing Reed's head. Don't ever underestimate Blackwell. Every part of his body is a weapon. His head, his knees, his elbows, his sheer size, the 470-plus pounds. And that way, I guess he's a lot like King Kong Brody. He can use anything as a weapon. Head, elbow, knees. Wasn't Brody impressive today? Oh, dynamite. Reed with a bear hug on Black. and by golly, he's making it take a toll. Blackwell crying out, and Reed lifts Blackwell off his feet. Blackwell gouges the eye.
5 minutes of elapsed, 15 minutes left.
Reed staggering. Blackwell the headbutt. It knocks Reed to the corner, but it doesn't have that much effect. In fact, Reed standing up to Blackwell and daring Blackwell to throw that headbutt again. Blackwell definitely taken off balance by the power of Bruce Reed. Whenever somebody can put a bear hug on Blackwell and lift him off his feet, he is showing you some pure, unadulterated strength. Blackwell, nice move. Blackwell goes to work with a leg drop right into the knee of Reed. What's a good way to take away the strength of someone? Obviously attack the legs. Blackwell knows it well, and he begins to punish the left leg of Butch Reed. Referee Lee Warren checking with Reed. Reed saying no, he won't submit. You can see how Blackwell has that leg turned. Pressure against the foot, so he can lean into that ankle, pushing it back and to the side. The knee, of course, is already bent by the way that Blackwell has that leg scissored. And you can see there the knee twisted underneath the big legs of Crusher Blackwell. Everything on Blackwell's big. You weigh 470 pounds. You gotta be big. 26-inch biceps. The crowd begins chanting for Reed. Thinking how they chant Bruiser, Bruiser, Bruiser. That building could be echoing with those names, Bruiser and Butch. Blackwell leans into the ankle. Crusher Blackwell. Causing Reed to have a lot of problems right here. Reed straining. The way the hold is applied, it's very difficult for Reed to get in position to counter or to reverse. Bruce getting over on his stomach, rolls over. Beautiful move by Reed. Great wrestling by Butch Reed. And Blackwell's the one in trouble now. It's his legs taking a beating from Butch Reed. Double toe hold by Butch Reed, and this crowd comes to his feet standing and yelling for Butch Reed. Reed with a knee drop into the hamstring of Crusher Blackwell. You talk about some fantastic athletes in that big main event, the tag team affair, best of 3 falls. Well, there are 2 of the finest young athletes in the world in the semifinal, and Hercules Hernandez goes after Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich returning after 6 months, and what a great opportunity for Hernandez. If Hernandez knocks off Von Erich, the sky is the limit for Hercules. And the same can be said for Kerry Von Erich, because Hercules Hernandez has been running roughshod throughout the Midwest in recent months. A tremendous confrontation between 2 great young athletes in Kerry Von Erich and Hercules Hernandez. Blackwell reaching up behind him for Reed. He's in the hair. Lee Warren makes him let go, and Reed still has the double toe hold. Reed yanking back on it. Reed again jerking on those legs, and Blackwell is taking a lot of punishment to the legs. And those legs have to carry better than 470 pounds. Not only what happens in this match here, but it's not too far away before the tag team affair, and Blackwell could still be limping if he has a lot of leg damage as he goes into that bout with world champion Ric Flair as his partner against Reed and the Bruiser. Reed staggered right now, though. Blackwell found the eye. Blackwell will do anything he has to do to come up with a victory, but he's staggering there. Those legs with all that weight on them. A little gimpy right here. Blackwell, after Reed, and he clubs Reed right on the neck. Forearm smash by Blackwell, spins Reed to the corner. Oh, a blast into the rib. That one popped. Blackwell strangling Reed. Count of 3, and at 4, the referee almost getting to disqualification. Count of 5, Blackwell utilizing the rule book to his advantage. Again, right at 4, 1 count away from disqualification. Blackwell breaks it up, and then he puts his boot against the jaw of Bruce Reed. Warren runs Blackwell back. Blackwell, the front face lock, and it could be a strangle. Or he might have the strap off his tights around the throat of Reed. I think he's using the strap off his tights to strangle Reed.
10 minutes have elapsed, 10 minutes left.
Lee Warren getting in there close, making sure that windpipe is cleared. Oh, we saw just a glimpse of it there, what Blackwell was doing. Of course, the referee did make him break. Elbow drop by Blackwell. It's to the chest, a legal blow. Blackwell covering Reed. Count of 1. Count of 2. Reed throws Blackwell off. Blackwell pulls back on the chin of Reed. Blackwell squeezing Reed's head. The crowd again chanting, yelling for Reed. Blackwell leading into Reed. Reed throws an elbow to the stomach of Blackwell. Another elbow to the stomach of Blackwell. A big smash to the chin. Butch Reed goes to work on Blackwell. A hard jab right to the chin. Another jab. Reed pounding on Blackwell. He winds up the haymaker. Blackwell whipped into the corner by Reed. Reed with an elbow as Blackwell comes off the ropes. Drop kick by Reed. Reed knocks Blackwell to the corner. Reed charges it on and catches a forearm smash right to the jaw of Blackwell. Side headlock on Reed. Oh, Reed tosses Blackwell to the ropes. Look out! Oh, giant splash right to the back of Reed. A giant splash on the back of Reed. Reed tried to duck beneath Blackwell, and Blackwell maneuvered, and there's a count of 3. And the first fall belongs to Crusher Blackwell with the giant splash. We're going to get another look at it. Blackwell was in trouble, but he made a good move, the kind of move you expect when two of wrestling's best are inside that ring. Here it is. Look at Reed drop down. Blackwell stops. 470 pounds right into the back. Right into Reed's back. Reed not only had the wind knocked out of him, but the back punished. And from there, Crusher Blackwell was able to roll Reed over and make the pin that gives him the first fall. Here's Mickey Garagiola.
The winner of the first fall, 11 minutes and 56 seconds, giant splash. The winner, Crusher Blackwell.
The top stars tangle. Anything can happen on a given night. And it's certainly the case here today. Blackwell against Reed. Crusher Blackwell took the initial stanza using a giant splash to the back of Reed. Reed in a lot of pain in between falls, trying to stretch that back out. And we're waiting for the bell to begin the second fall, the all-important second fall for Butch Reed. There it is, and Blackwell pacing restlessly. Reed was really vulnerable. He was just starting to come up when Blackwell nailed him with that giant splash. Reed no way to protect himself. Blackwell really clobbered Reed for the first fall. Blackwell bulls Reed into the corner. Blackwell has him pinned in that corner, and he rams Blackwell. Blackwell ramming Reed into the corner. You can hear the whole ring pop. Oh, Reed really taking punishment now. Butch Reed facing as tough a chore as he's probably going to face anywhere down the road. Blackwell with a headbutt to the lower back on Reed. Reed staggering to the rope. Blackwell with a big forearm smash. Butch Reed has to get this thing turned around and do it quick. Blackwell waiting in with forearms. Legal blows by Crusher Blackwell. Wouldn't Blackwell like to be in this position when the world champion Ric Flair is his partner against Reed and Dick the Bruiser? One thing for sure, whether it's Reed or whether it's the Bruiser, they won't have to worry about their partner coming to their rescue if it's necessary. They can count on each other, and I think in this case, the same can be said for Blackwell and Flair. Too much will be at stake in that type of match with names like that involved. Both teams will have to work together and work together well. Bruce Reed, Butch Reed in real trouble here. Reed takes a kick to the lower back. That was right in the vicinity of the lower rib cage. The forearms delivered to the back of Butch Reed. Reed caught in a bear hug by Crusher Blackwell. Blackwell squeezing, and with that burly, huge chest of Blackwell, he can really lean into this bear hug. Blackwell with the bear hug on Reed. The referee cautioning Reed not to pull the hair of Blackwell. An elbow smash to the top of Blackwell's head, but Blackwell hangs on to the bear hug. Another elbow to the top of Blackwell's head. A blast right to the face, and that broke up the bear hug for Butch Reed. A punch to the stomach by Reed. Another blow to the midsection of Blackwell, and a double clout to the jaw of Blackwell by Butch Reed. Reed with a forearm smash. Blackwell whipped to the ropes by Reed. Reed comes flying up the other rope. Oh! What a forearm to the chin of Blackwell. Down goes Blackwell. Reed to the air. Right to the head. Butch Reed leveling Blackwell. Reed hits the ropes again. Leg drop across the chest, trying to knock the wind out of Blackwell. Reed, the count of 1, 2, and Blackwell gets that shoulder up. That would have evened this match at a fall apiece.
15 minutes of elapsed, 5 minutes left.
Blackwell hits the rope. Oh, Reed has him and loses him. He lost him when he tried for 1, 2, and somehow Reed gets Blackwell off. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought it was 2 straight falls for Blackwell. Somehow Reed summoned all of that strength and threw the 470-pounder off of him. A kick to the stomach by Blackwell. What a battle. What a tremendous match on Wrestling at the Chase. Power slam. Hey, Reed held on. Cradle. 1, 2, 3, Reed. Butch Reed hits Blackwell. This crowd going berserk. Blackwell tried the power slam. And just as in the first fall, Blackwell made the right move at a crucial moment. Reed does the same thing right here. Let's take another look at it. Blackwell going for the power slam. Look at Reed hook that head. Grab the leg. Pull up on the leg underneath the knee. And Blackwell's shoulders trapped to the mat for the count of 3. It's 1 fall apiece, and here is Mickey Garagiola.
Winning the second fall in 3 minutes and 39 seconds, Butch Reed.
We're ready for the final fall. We're down to the nitty-gritty. You heard the warning whistle. It's 1 fall apiece. Blackwell, the first fall with a giant splash. Reed, the second fall with a rolling cradle, beautifully executed. Each man was able to make that crucial move. He did it when he had to, and that's why each man has a fall. Think what it'll be like when it's 4 men in the ring. It's Flair and Blackwell, a tag team affair against Butch Reed and Dick the Bruiser, best of 3 falls. The world champion in the very unique situation of a tag team affair. Reed and the Bruiser, you know they'll be psyched up high, and no matter what happens here in the third fall, you can bet that Reed's going to be looking for Blackwell. Blackwell with a suplex on Reed. Oh, Crusher Blackwell, the suplex on Butch Reed. And Reed in early difficulty here. Blackwell trying to polish off Reed and make a psychological point before that big tag team duel. Blackwell retreating, Reed down, stunned. Blackwell lining Reed up for probably the giant splash. Yes, Reed moves! Reed got away! Blackwell crashing down, missing the giant splash. Butch Reed, the fire of youth, boy, the stamina, the power, and Butch Reed had it right there, and it saved him from Crusher Blackwell. Reed stomping on the head of Blackwell. Reed retreats to the corner, mounts the ropes. Butch Reed up on the second rope. And he dive bombs Blackwell and misses. Blackwell got out of the way. Reed waited a half second too long, and Blackwell rolled away. Reed smashing into that mat.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes.
3 minutes remaining in what has been a fantastic battle between Reed and Blackwell. Reed with an uppercut on Crusher Blackwell. Blackwell with a forearm smash that spun Reed, but Reed, look at him, muscle up. Blackwell retreating. 2 of the best, and you can see why. Reed and Blackwell toe-to-toe. Reed whips Blackwell to the ropes. He's waiting a big blast into the stomach. I thought we'd lost the ropes there when Blackwell hit him. Knee left by Reed. Blackwell staggering. A big flop to the jaw by Butch Reed. Reed lines Blackwell up, a blow to the top of the head. a tremendous ability to take punishment and still battle back. Blackwell there with a quick pop to the eyes, and then another punch from Blackwell. It has been a war between Blackwell and Reed. Blackwell with a forearm smash on Butch Reed. Reed being pounded on by Blackwell. The referee trying to get Blackwell back, and oh, he just barely avoided disqualification there. Blackwell strangling Reed again, trying to take some of the wind away from Reed, trying to take away from the sails of Butch Reed. Blackwell clubs Reed, those big forearms. I don't know which would hurt worse, a forearm smash from Blackwell or one from somebody like King Kong Brody. And wouldn't that be a match somewhere down the line? Blackwell with a bear hug on Reed, knowing that Reed's back. Has taken a lot of punishment earlier in this match, knowing that the effects of that giant splash that Blackwell hit Reed with earlier might be starting to come into play here.
1 minute left, 1 minute.
1 minute remaining, and Reed slams his shoulder to the stomach of Blackwell. Reed went to the eyes of Blackwell, just as Blackwell done earlier to Reed. Blackwell comes off the rope. Reed comes flying the other, flying cross-body block. Blackwell caught him. Or did he? He loses it. Reed covers it. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, I mean within half a count. Butch Reed nearly pinned Blackwell right there. It was nearly Reed's victory. He came within a split second, a quarter of a second maybe even. Referee Lee Warren's hand was coming down. But Blackwell managed to throw Reed off. Blackwell with a blow to the head of Reed. Blackwell lifting Reed. Oh, so close that was for Butch Reed. Blackwell strangling Reed over the ropes. The referee trying to pull the two apart. Reed takes a punch to the head. Reed and Blackwell, there's the bell. The time limit has expired. Each man having a fall, but Blackwell and Reed are still at each other. Toe-to-toe, and Reed pounding on Blackwell. Reed grabs Blackwell, hurling it across the ring and into the corner. Oh, a kick to the stomach by Blackwell. Blackwell and Reed still at it. Referee Lee Warren trying to pull the two apart. It's a Donnybrook. Lee Warren doing yeoman service, getting Butch Reed back. The time has expired. Each man winning a fall. Lee Warren doing a great job getting Reed back there. And let's try to get into that ring and get the official time and announcement from ring